I remember this one time when I was like 19, 20 years old when I had the Caprice. It was before started dating Ann, though. Fucking, I used to hang out at this pool hall all the time that I used to work at called The Spot. And it used to be the place to be in my hometown and the surrounding area. That's where everybody who knew each other went to meet up with each other. And I went up there one night, was hanging out with some people. We ended up actually going to the fucking Walmart parking lot, like 20 of us, because Walmart doesn't have like a loitering rule, or it's like a squatter's rule, I think is what it's called, is you can hang out in their parking lot for however long you want. Their parking lot is free game. As long as you're not doing anything illegal, you can be there. So we're just hanging out, keeping the fucking... It's not a party because we're not drinking or anything like that, but, you know, keeping the party going, just hanging out. Since we don't have anywhere to hang out, we're just going to go here and hang out amongst ourselves. And... Fuck, I lost my train of thought. I remembered. I finally... Okay, I got this. So, once we're all done hanging out, it's like 2, 3 a.m., it started raining. Like, really, really fucking bad. It started pouring. It was thundering out like crazy and lightning and shit. And some of the people that were there were drunk. Like, we weren't drinking in the parking lot, but some of the people that just showed up to hang out had been drinking. And this one chick was like, oh, I need a ride home. And she lived like a block away from where I lived at the time. Or like less than 5 minutes away. So I volunteered to give her a lift home since I was going that way. And the way that I take, it's like through, not countryside, but, you know, it's like the outskirts of town, and it's this big, long, windy road, and it's kind of like the fucking road by that park where it's all serpentine about it, but the curves aren't that tight. They're a lot longer, the road's a lot longer, so the curves are a lot bigger, but if you're going fast, then the curves are still kind of tight, and, you know, I was confident in my driving. And I had had the car for like a year or so at that point, so I felt like I knew what I was doing with the car, and even though it was pouring out, and, you know, lightning is crashing and shit, and I don't know if you've experienced this yourself, driving in the rain, but the headlights don't seem to show up on the fucking street for whatever reason, so it just makes it a little darker, but so I'm just going like... The recommended speed around these curves is 50. I'm going like 55, 60, just without a care. And we finally come out to the straightaway where there's a stoplight and where we take a right to go down the road to where, you know, we pass my house to get to her house, and then I got to double back. But we get to the light, and she's still like, you were a really scary driver. And I was like, thank you. So that's the time that I scared the shit out of some drunk bitch giving her a ride home. I hope you enjoyed.